Thicosaurs Podcast.
Hello. Welcome back to episode 74 of Thicosaurs. I had a brain fart. But yes, episode 4 of Thicosaurs, and I am your host today. And the other hostess we have
Melissa.
Michelle.
Anna.
All right. So for my topic today, I found out about a new subreddit topic on Reddit, which is, and for example, like, am I the asshole is a subreddit category.
Okay.
And so I found one called, am I overreacting?
Overreacting.
And I found one from, I was listening to Smosh. They had a little topic of this kind of, and I heard them talk about one, and I thought it was just so funny because half of us would understand his rage of the guy who posted the topic. But,
I'm ready.
But I'll just let you guys.
Yes,
I'll just be reading some. Okay, so this one says, my roommate ate my beans, so I went to his Baldur's Gate 3 game and threw every item of his inventory down the cliff and saved over his prior saves.
Beans as in beans. Like, I'm pretty sure it just says
Okay.
beans.
Here, let me just get to the details.
Okay, yeah, go.
So I, 25 male.
That was just the title?
Yeah, that was just the title. Okay. Says, I, 25 male, like to order fancy beans and grains from a place called Rancho Gordo. They are called heirloom beans. Unlike most beans, they are not in a can. They are dry beans that you are meant to soak and cook properly, making very good protein-filled foods. Now, these beans are a little on the pricey side, and the bags they come in aren't large. On 3 times in this year, I have caught my roommate, 25 male, cooking incorrectly my beans. He thinks that dried foods should be a shared source. What? He never buys beans or any other kind of dried food. Never mind an expensive kind. I told him to stop eating my beans. This week, I was looking forward to making my veggie chili with some of my good beans. I got home, see the bag was empty. Like 2 or 3 beans in there. I became enraged. Okay. My roommate is obsessed with the video game Baldur's Gate 3. I've seen him play it all the time. So when he was out, what I did was I went to his game. You have 4 characters in your party, basically. So I went to his place where there is a cliff, and I dropped all their gear and picked it up and threw it down the cliff. This took me a long time, like hours. And then I went back to his camp and changed the party with other members, and I went back to the cliff and did the same. And I did it until every single member of his party was naked and weaponless, and then I saved the game, and then I deleted all his prior autosaves, so the only save file was the one where his gear was down the cliff. When my roommate came home, he was livid. He actually did the no, like in the movies. He knew it was me and accused me of making him waste 100 hours of his life on nothing, and that he would have to start the game over again. I said, well, I hear it's a good game, so I'm sure you'll have fun. And he was like, why did you do this to me? And I said, maybe this time you will rebuild your inventory and you'll find some beans of your own. He was shocked, silent, and then he couldn't believe it, or said he couldn't believe it, or believe I ruined his entire month just because he wanted to share my beans. Quote, share. He said that what I did was beyond the pale and not a proportional response, and said that he will never forgive me. It was an awkward living here, I have to admit now, but some of my friends who play Baldur's Gate have said I did overreact and that I sabotaged this entire game, saying a run of a game can take over 130 hours. But he was the one who ate my beans. I am conflicted though. Maybe I did overreact. So are you guys thinking he overreacted?
Okay, so I'm the only one here who doesn't play Baldur's Gate. You know, but I understand what it entails.
Oh, it's so petty. I love it. She knows how it is.
Like he
only ate it once.
No,
he's done it
eaten
multiple times.
But the most recent time, he only left 3 dry beans.
And it pissed him off. So I would have been petty like that too. Because it's like I told you over and over again not to eat my beans.
Oh, I guess I wasn't. I must have blacked out when you said that because I only heard that you said that he ate it only once.
No,
he did it
He ate
multiple times.
Multiple times.
because it's kind of like I understand his rage of having to start over and stuff like that, but it's a game that you can restart and just have fun all over again. It's not like a game where you make money off of.
No, but see the thing with Baldur's Gate,
Uh-huh.
it's you can never get the same game. So meaning because it
Even if you do the same things.
yes because it all depends
items
on
changes the game.
It all depends on how you roll the dice.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
all. It's
I didn't know
very
it had
all
a
by
dice
luck.
thing.
Yeah,
It's
it has
like
a dice
it's a
thing.
D&D game where it all depends on what you roll.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
see, I didn't
you
know
are
that.
never playing the same game because one game you can choose this way, but then maybe your character is not like that smart, or certain things didn't happen yet, or the way you rolled is not going to roll again.
Oh, okay.
Or
Yeah.
like maybe the last time that person played, they were very lucky and they
Yes.
rolled really good numbers and they got the items and stuff.
Yeah.
So basically, there is a very high chance he's not going to get the same items back.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's like the beauty of the game is that you can never have the same
It's random.
gameplay.
Yes, because like sometimes
Okay.
when we're in a battle, you may get like a 10 damage on the enemy, and then they die. But then if you redo it again, you may not roll the same 10 damage. It may be like 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll
Oh,
make
well.
you use more of your resources.
Yeah.
If anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, is he overreacting? Because most of us over here laughing. At
So
pettiness.
good.
I wonder if that guy is an Aquarius. He was very witty. That was very witty of him.
Yeah, to go and throw everything out. That's
Well, yeah, because like he says,
Hilarious.
first of all, he thinks that dry foods was a shared source,
but okay. hmm
and then he said he did tell him to stop eating his beans, and then that guy, the
Wonder if
guy,
they're both white.
and the guy was looking forward to his veggie chili that day. So I'm pretty sure he was.
I personally think the main character, the author guy, you knew that your roommate does this multiple times. So why didn't you move your bean somewhere else? Why didn't you keep it in your room? Because you knew your roommate's gonna use it, and it's been multiple times.
Okay, that's true too.
So why didn't you move your shit somewhere else? After the first time, I'm like, nah, I'm moving my shit.
I think it's more of they should have been accountable
Yeah.
and stuff, but I think he just trusted that
I think
his roommate would have kept his word.
He did it like what, 4 times.
But then there's people that, like myself, where someone can mess up so many times, and you forgive them, or whatever.
You give them
So,
chances to
give them
like
chances, and so maybe
mature.
the original poster, he probably did the same thing. He probably thought it wasn't gonna be like that, and so when he saw 3 beans, he snapped.
And he was
And
looking,
he saw
and-
red.
Yeah, he was. The 3 beans were left, and he was looking forward to his chili beans
Yeah.
that week.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I was just asking if he was all white was because sometimes there's a lot of a difference of like what's considered shared in the kitchen area, what's not, versus like a lot of people of color. Like if it is shared, because there's a lot of different cultures. That's why I was just curious, but I don't think that they put that in there because that could be a factor that we don't know.
Yeah.
I want to see how much these Rancho Gordo beans are.
But like I said, to me, if he's done it multiple times to you, you should have been like, "Hey,
You
I'm
would've
gonna
tested it
I'm gonna
out.
move my shit. Yeah, I'm gonna test it out. If I tell you more than 2 times and you still do it, nah, I'm moving that shit. Okay, I'm
How
sorry.
much are usually beans are?
Depending on the pound, depending on how rare the bean is.
Well, the beans are only like $8 a pound.
That's kind of a lot.
That's a lot for a
like
pound.
$6, $7, $8 a pound.
Usually it's less than that, maybe $1 or 2, or even less than $1.
Yeah, depending on what the bean is.
All of them are around like $7, $8 a pound.
I don't know. That's a toughie for me. Like I could see what Melissa's talking about.
Yeah, you should have
Two.
moved your shit, dude. But it doesn't. Oh, But I love how petty you were. But it doesn't justify him, not listening to you and still taking it. So I get why you did it.
Yes, yeah.
But at the same time, you could have prevented it by moving your shit.
Yes. We see different ways of it and stuff.
Yeah.
But Melissa, being the Aquarius, loves the pettiness. And
funny.
for me, yes, he may have overdid his reaction, but I understand why he did it.
Yeah.
I totally understand, but it was overdone. Yes.
Someone commented, they used to cut people's limbs off for stealing. I think you're fine.
Could have the mature way is it could have been done in a different way.
Yes, of course.
But the petty way would be
applause.
standing applause because he could have done worse. But then it's kind of like I guess he was trying to prove a point. I would never be that witty. That's very witty. I would have just been 0 to 100 and saw red, and then I wouldn't have even. I would have deleted everything. I wouldn't even leave that autosave.
That's true. Because like I said, it's at least it wasn't one of those games where you get paid, like to be good or whatever. Like all the other little TikToks that I've seen that toxic girlfriends have done. So I find because of that, it's not that big a deal. So you can just
Go
start
back and
over.
play.
Yeah, go back and play or whatever. So that's just me though.
But Baldur's Gate, though,
I know.
takes a long,
It does take a lot of
long
hours.
ass time.
Yeah, like I said, I've never played it, but the way you guys talk
And
about it too, I get
taken
it.
And
about
to
a
just
year.
get certain characters, because like let's say if you favor one character, then the other characters might get mad and they leave, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so it's it's just I'm sorry, it's just funny. So like I get it, but
To answer the question, did he overreact a little bit?
Yeah,
But
a little bit.
I don't disagree with the way that he did it because, like I said, props for being really witty. That was creative.
he threw it off a cliff.
It's
He had
probably
to
one of
do-
those cliffs where you were not able to go down there.
And get your stuff back.
You know? Because remember, you can throw stuff.
You can throw stuff.
And there is a comment here that says, I'm a gamer, so this goes both ways for me. I would be sad if I came home to find all my game data deleted. On the other hand, I don't like these, but that was way too much. 130 hours for $30 or more worth of beans. I think you overreached just a little. I would have talked to him, like scolded, not a baby talk, and warned him that if he does it again, I'll take something of yours.
Oh, yeah.
I'm conflicted, honestly, but I'm leaning more over his side.
Oh. Because it could have been done in a more mature way.
Of course. But like you
But
said,
then again, 3
he's-
strikes, you're out. So
Yeah.
All that person saw was red. You should always give a warning shot first.
Aquariuses don't do that.
Look, my warning
the
shot is when I
chaos.
told you
The first
times,
2 times. Yeah.
It's just like, I like chaos. Let's
If
see
you
where
do
it
not
goes.
understand the first 2 times, third strike you
Telling you,
out.
Satan over there.
Honestly, though, okay, I've never had like a roommate that's not a relative.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I would never touch my roommate's stuff.
Or just like our sister, period.
Yeah,
Well, that's
I
what
don't
I'm
touch
saying.
her
That's
stuff
a
unless-
cultural thing. That's why I'm
Yeah.
wondering,
Yes.
like,
if they're Caucasian.
if they're white or if, because like they really are raised differently. Because I feel like a lot of people of color in the community, or I think they call them global majority now. The global majority people, we basically always share things, but like in a respectful way.
Yeah,
And it always is done through communication. It's never done just because it's there.
Yeah.
That's why there's like factors. Are they white? I don't know.
Yeah.
So.
I know my friend when he lived with roommates. I think he said, I don't remember if this is the correct story, but I think he said that he bought bananas.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember
And
this
his
story.
roommate only ate half a banana and left it like still connected to the banana.
Oh no.
And he was just like, what the hell? Who does this?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, it's just kind of, yeah. Again, like with us sisters, it's like most of the time, like 99% of the time, we know that we can just go and get whatever. and they'll be fine with it. But we still ask, or like just say, "Hey, I want to take this or that," and then we'll be like, "Okay."
Yeah.
Or for me, like whenever they're over at my house, I'll just randomly say, "There's drinks in the fridge and stuff in the cupboard if you're hungry." So just take whatever. So yeah, I guess like Anna said, it's probably a cultural thing or the way you were raised.
No, because if you think about it, that's what I'm saying. Like, first of all, beans.
Yeah.
$7
don't
and
eat that
$8 a
many
pound
beans, but-
beans.
Yeah, that's expensive. But I don't know. I just really think there must be some type of like cultural norm or something that person really thinks it's okay to just really eat whatever's in the kitchen. But like just to play devil's advocate, maybe the roommate that ate the beans probably really did think that it was okay to eat whatever's there or share whatever's there.
See, I wouldn't have done it the gamer way. Like, I wouldn't have touched his game. I would have been petty and started removing everything from the kitchen. That's mine. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I would involve the kitchen more.
Yeah.
of
Than his
the
game.
Oh,
Because I was like, well, if you're going to take my beans, then I'm going to start taking my other stuff away from the kitchen then. And then leave your shit that I'm pretty sure you don't have shit in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
That's what I would have done, but I didn't think about the game. But that's funny, though.
That's because he knew he was grinded in that game.
You know, I'm thinking about it from a mother's perspective.
That's something your boys would have done.
Yeah. See, if it were to happen between my boys. Yeah, I would
they
have
would
been like,
livid.
That's
Yeah,
something
I
I,
would've
can
been
see
like-
Roland do to Liam. I told you not to do that.
yeah, I would say, you overreacted a little bit.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, okay, so people who play Boulder Gate, because you would have to leave camp with your team, and then you can only do certain actions so many times. So
Okay.
to throw, you're only able to throw, I think, like, oh, wait, no, that's only if you're in battle.
Either way, it still took him hours
Yeah,
to throw the stuff.
all that
Throw
stuff
everything.
out of everyone.
Oh, yeah, that's why he said it took him hours to
Yes.
do it.
That's why I'm like, damn, dude.
I was like, and the fact that this roommate of his was gone that long.
God, could you imagine his panic, like trying to do everything so quickly before his roommate came home?
It doesn't sound like he was panicked. He sounded like he was like, catch me.
I feel like he's like, I know
Yeah.
he's going to be gone for this amount of time, so I'm going to go do it now.
Unless like the roommate's like computer is in the same area, like in the like by the kitchen and stuff in the living room. Then that
I
would
don't
make
know.
sense.
That's the thing too. Is how is it that as a gamer you don't have a password on your computer
Unless it's a basic password.
unless it's something that's shared?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know, man. If I was a gamer, I would have my own computer and it'd be in my room with my door shut.
Locked.
Yeah. So,
That's like at
You
least
snooze.
$1,500
Yeah,
right there.
it's like
That
you
PC setup.
you snooze, you lose, man. I don't, obviously, it was out like in the open public area, or you left your door open. So,
I don't know.
I don't know. Again, I don't play Baldur's Gate. But I do understand
That's like you and
doing
your
a lot of work.
that's like you and your farming game. Like if someone came in and deleted everything in your inventory.
Yes. What would you do if?
Let's say it's like,
like
a
you
level
didn't finish
10
it yet.
seed
Yeah.
that you can only get those level 10 seeds by like
I know. It's
doing
like you know how
special
that game.
stuff.
And you realize everything's
All
gone.
of them. All of it's gone. Even the level 10 seeds. And you have to start all over again.
I think I would be pissed, yes, but with the farming games and stuff, you can do the same things over.
That's true.
You know,
it's not
so
like
that-
Baldur's Gate.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
that's
not
why
like Baldur's
I'm
Gate.
saying I don't play Baldur's Gate. Baldur's
Baldur's
Gate.
Gate.
So I don't quite understand the anger, you know, but I do understand hustling in the game to do whatever that you are wanting.
Knowing
So-
Michelle, she would be not.
I
She
think
would
what
not
she
react madly to give them the satisfaction. She'll be like, "I'll just start over."
until you're trying to get past a stupid door and you need to have a certain amount of integrity.
But I know, but knowing her,
when you
knowing
can't
her,
get
though,
it.
she will be mad. But she's gonna be like, "I'll just go and give you the satisfaction."
Like, okay, someone else try.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what, like y'all got some special thing that I can use to
Yeah.
to increase my integrity on this roll.
Yeah, so
But, yeah.
that sounds like too much work for a game. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's why it takes a long ass time.
He should have
Yeah.
just. The original poster should have just like manipulated stuff in the kitchen,
Yeah.
or at least be like, eat it again and see what happens.
For real, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, man. Yeah, do it again.
Here is my threat that I am willing to,
Yeah.
carry out if you touch my beans again.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
But yeah, that one was I knew that. I was like, y'all probably go either crazy or y'all would just agree with it. But okay. Next topic, next one. Am I overreacting about a neighbor that makes my life miserable?
No.
I have a neighbor that rents the house directly across the street from me. Her name is Danny. I'm not sure if this is relevant or not, but we own our home. She lived there for 3 years now. The first couple of years, I've noticed the other neighbors had issues with her. My husband and I tried to stay on her good side, and we've helped her out many times between mowing her lawn, helping her with multiple
hell
trees
no.
that fell from the storm, etc. Things changed last year when a bad storm came through. I just bought a new chainsaw, and the neighbor next door, Danny, asked if he could borrow it. To which I said, sure, no problem. Danny decided to tell the neighbor that I was upset that he asked to borrow my brand new chainsaw, which wasn't true. Danny was also throwing limbs from the neighbor's tree that landed in her yard back over the fence and telling him she was going to call the cops on him. I thought the entire situation was odd and brushed it off and let it go. A few weeks later, a different neighbor down the street told me that Danny told her.
What?
Okay, hold on, let me read it. A few weeks later, a different neighbor down the street told me that Danny probably told her that my husband does. That doesn't make any sense. A different neighbor down the street told me that Danny told her that my husband, I do is talk badly all about other neighbors.
Okay.
Do you get the gist of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Thankfully, that neighbor and I are friends, and she knew that Danny said wasn't true, but wanted me to know that I could keep my distance. And that's exactly what I did. I decided I no longer wanted to associate with someone that just wants to cause problems that don't exist. The fact that I stopped talking to Danny upset her. Ever since then, she's been an absolute nightmare of a neighbor. She sent me an angry text because we had 2 cars in our driveway, and one is in front of our house, and she was no longer able to use our driveway to pull into and back into her own driveway. That's funny. She likes to back in because her truck is so big. I still do not see how this is my problem. We just bought a new car, and we were in the process of selling the old one. After we sold the car, she would intentionally park in front of her own driveway, making it almost impossible for me to back out of my own driveway. A few weeks ago, my husband was standing in front of our front window, which faces her house. She stood on her porch and gave him 2 middle fingers for a solid minute. He closed the blinds and let it go, but yesterday she really pushed me to my breaking point. I placed an order on Tuesday while I was out of town for my favorite peanut butter because I knew it would be delivered the day I got back. I got a text that it was delivered and I saw no package. When I looked at the delivery confirmation in my email and when I saw the picture, I was like, uh-oh. They dropped it off at Danny's house. I looked at our security cameras and saw Danny open her door about 20 minutes after it was delivered. She looked at the package for a minute and then walked inside with it. My husband decided he was going to knock on the door last night, and her fiancé answered. Husband asked for the package. Danny had her fiancé put it back in his truck to take to the post office as return to sender. She easily could have thrown the package in my yard. I didn't even expect her to put it on the porch. These are a few many examples, not including the things she does to other neighbors. I haven't done anything to this lady. She imitates me, and I'm truly afraid of her hurting me or my dogs. Things continue to escalate. Am I overreacting? What can I do to feel comfortable being in my front yard again?
Okay, so this Danny chick is renting the house across the street?
I think so,
I think
yes.
so.
Yeah,
Because
a neighbor
she
that
said-
rents the house directly across the street from me, yeah.
Okay.
So she doesn't own the house.
I wonder if you can like get a hold of the landlord and say something. But I don't know.
Well, I think that they made it where they can get charged now, and especially since she has it on camera that she stole the package.
Mm-hmm.
I would just press charges because I have physical evidence that you went into your house with my package.
People said there's something the landlord can do about it other than evict her, but he's not going to do that as long as he's getting his money.
That's true.
Not everybody can be your friend.
Is she overreacting, like thinking that
She's not safe.
that Danny chick is gonna harm her?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think Danny, reading from what she's been doing, Danny's not going to go over to her property.
No, she's gonna be one of the ones that beats around the bush.
Yeah,
and
she's not
doesn't-
going to do actually anything on your property.
Yeah. Like she said, how she's spreading like rumors around to neighbors about her.
Just spread your rumors all you want, bitch.
It sounds like
Don't
it's a
come
good
on my
neighborhood
property.
because they're already aware of how crazy.
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Danny
So
chick is.
yeah, I mean, yes, I think she's overreacting a little bit about worrying about her safety because, like Liz said, she hasn't come onto your property
Yeah.
to do anything.
She doesn't have the guts to come onto the actual property.
So
I would just keep an eye and ear out, like for your dogs and stuff, to make sure you don't go over to her property.
yeah, I would say that
Yeah.
too. I would simply just ignore her.
Yeah, me personally.
Yeah, because obviously she's seeking attention and she has nothing better to do with her life. So yeah, I would say she's overreacting.
Yeah, so one person said, they're like, yes, you're overreacting. You are allowing your neighbor to make you miserable. This is clearly
Yeah.
something wrong with her. She's childish and doesn't have anything better to do.
Yep.
She
I would
old,
advise,
she's-
I don't know. I would advise you to do everything possible and not interact with her at all.
Yep.
Same with your husband. Just mind your own business and completely ignore her. Her interactions with other neighbors are not your business. If she shows up at your door, tell her that she's not allowed on your property. If she calls you, tell her that she's not to ever call you again. Then send her a certified return receipt letter repeating these things. She isn't a homeowner, so hopefully she will eventually move away. Oh, don't forget to block her number.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like just ignore her. Like you said, she doesn't own the house, so
As my old boss Sean says, kill him with kindness.
yeah,
Kill him with kindness.
they hate that.
Yeah.
They're doing everything in their power to like irritate you to get a reaction out of you. So if you just ignore them, then
They'll go away.
they'll go away because they can't do anything.
You're gonna go away anyway because you're only renting that house.
So yeah.
Some of these are funny. Sorry, but I was reading the topic of the next one I was reading.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I would agree with that with the neighbor. But okay, the next one says, "Am I overreacting because my ex ate my egg roll?" Some of these are funny. It says, "I, 41 female, and my ex-husband, 40 male, unfortunately still live together. We just recently got divorced, but we are still living in the same house until our house sells, which is hopefully soon. I was feeling like crap today, so I took off the afternoon from work to sit in my recliner, cuddled up with a blanket, and watching TV. Our son was on his tablet and mentioned he was hungry, but I didn't have the energy to get up and make something, so I decided to go order Chinese food. I was craving wonton soup along with some orange chicken, steamed rice, and an egg roll, so I ordered it. 20 minutes later, it was delivered, and I went to plate my food. I got a phone call and was distracted by a conversation, even after I told this caller I wasn't feeling well and my throat hurt. The call continued on for 40 more minutes. I should have ended it sooner, but I didn't. The food was cold, but instead I ate anyways. I was putting my leftovers away when I searched the bag for my egg roll. I didn't notice it in the bag or the fridge or anywhere else. I asked my son if he ate it, and he said no. I knocked on my ex's door and asked if he'd seen my egg roll, and he said he ate it. Before I continue, I'd like to preface that this man quit his job several months ago before our divorce was finalized and hasn't worked since because he simply was waiting for us to sell the house, and he sees no point in continuing to work when he's about to get a major windfall. This
Wow.
he doesn't work, doesn't help, doesn't do anything. Meanwhile, I work 3 jobs, care for the kids and the dogs, and ask for very little in return, except that everyone clean up after themselves. Work has been insane of late, and I work my job so I can save up money to get away from this toxic environment and nightmare. This man had the audacity to eat my egg roll. Had he asked, hey, can I eat this? I wouldn't be as upset. But while we continue to live in the same house, I'm still trying to be nice as I can to make this ending a little more bearable. We only interacted when necessary, which is hardly ever, and I'm always polite and cordial. I got so mad that I took his baked potatoes that he had cooled off on the stove and squished them to bits and threw them outside. I also made my displeasure known by slamming some doors, which is juvenile, but I was so mad. Am I overreacting for squishing his potatoes because he ate my egg roll?
God.
Nope.
Yeah, I was gonna say no. Because like he basically ate one of the little things that could have made you feel better from having that shitty day and not feeling well, and the fact that she prefaced that he's not working and basically is just
Surviving on potatoes.
mooching around the house that's been waiting to sell. So yeah, it's like, what gives him the right to be eating food that's not his?
That's such a like typical male thing to think, like, oh, I don't have to work, I'm gonna get a really big check from selling this house. And it's like, bro, that's not even gonna last you. It might be a big lump sum check for now.
Plus it's kind of like, you still got bills.
It's gonna be like, if it was an Asian girl and you ate her egg roll, she'd be like, you better watch out before I cut off your egg roll.
Just wait,
And
another
feed it
egg
back
roll
to
will go
you.
missing.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to imagine her trying to smash those potatoes to bits.
Like,
Throw them out the door.
that's what I would have been like.
I would have stomped on all of it, make him watch, and like just kick everything outside.
Someone said, I have to admit, I laughed out loud at the petty revenge. Someone said, I also stomped my feet. Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, no, she did not overreact. Because he's all like, yeah, again, what gives you the right to eat someone else's egg roll or their food?
That's just weird.
Yeah.
Again, not to be mean, but what ethnicity are they? You don't do that bull crap. You don't do that. Like,
Or like you,
Unless they
the only
really-
reason why you did it is to piss her off.
oh yeah, I'm
God.
pretty sure
So,
he did that to piss her
yeah,
off.
so I'm like, so I'm pretty sure. Because why would you want to go look into somebody else's food like that?
Yeah. It's like,
That makes
it's like
no
that bag ain't for you.
And you know there's only one egg roll, so she's going to know when it's gone.
I just think it's interesting. He just did that. He's so dumb to get a rise on her.
He's an immature little piece of shit.
And that's why you're divorced, honey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think whenever she had mentioned that they were divorced, but then they were still living in the same house, me and Michelle were like, can you go rent out an apartment?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
I guess
staying
the
in
question
house.
is,
'Cause
who-
she was the one that works 3 jobs.
Yeah, I was going to say, whose name is on on the house? Is it both?
Nobody.
of them?
Sure, both of them.
I'm pretty sure it's both. That's why he's getting a check.
I'm pretty sure that's why he hasn't moved out yet. Because he's probably like, this is still my house because my name is on it. So I'm going to stay here until it's sold.
There's so many people that talk about how like once they divorce their exes, particularly the guys, they're always the one that are the most laziest or pulls the most like dumbest crap ever, thinking that it's gonna work, and it's like, no, you still gotta watch your own kids, okay? You still gotta do all that.
So, yeah, our answer's no. She didn't overreact.
I mean, I'm pretty sure if I was going in that situation, I would have done the same thing. Like, you made your own potatoes. Why don't you eat your own potatoes?
I would have ate the potato. I would have been like just eating it and like, I don't know. It's just
Yeah, I don't know where it went. I'm sorry.
you saw it. I was making it. I
I don't know.
must have been where my egg roll went. I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, Lordy.
Melissa's gonna be like, well, a ghost didn't eat it.
I don't know.
Jeez.
I'm just gonna play the I don't know card. I don't know. I really don't know.
Play dumb. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not play dumb for Liz. It's play petty.
I don't
Yeah.
know, but
Let's
these,
see how far this
these
goes.
food ones are funny though.
I don't know.
You got another one, or is that it?
I'll do probably one more.
Because like I want to listen to how petty people are.
Oh my god.
Like, give me some good ideas.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm looking. I'm
This
like,
is like, this is more fun than Am I the Asshole?
I'm trying to see if there's some food ones. Because so lately the food ones are the funnier ones. Let's see. Let me see. This one's called Am I Overreacting for Getting Mad During a Video Game Event? So, my husband and I are separated, live in different houses, but we still game together. There was an event in Fortnite tonight that all I wanted to do was just to partake in it, and then we were going to play GTA. I didn't ask him to join me. He was already on and ready to do the event, so we went in together. He proceeded to voice chat me and complained about how stupid it was as we were waiting. I ignored this because I'm used to him complaining about everything. The event started, and then instead of taking a seat like everyone else, he positioned his character right in front of me, and all the other players began emoting. I asked him several times to please move, and that he was right in the way. Or he was in the way. He just laughed at me, so I did yell at him to get out of the way at the point, and then hung up on him, and then he continued just to laugh. Now here I am, an idiot. I didn't realize that there was a zoom button until halfway through the event. And once I could no longer see his character. I didn't realize there was a zoom button until halfway through the event. And once I could no longer see his character. I'm guessing she zoomed to where she could see
out?
it.
Yeah.
I'm guessing, yeah. But at that point, I've already watched half the event with him in the middle of the screen. It only made me progressively angrier. He had no idea that the button existed either, though, so he thought he was obstructing everyone's view. It just made me so mad that because he was enjoying something, he had to try to ruin it for everyone else, too. That happened to be one of the reasons I left him, because he does it in real life as well. Now, I won't play GTA with him or talk to him tonight. Am I watching a movie instead? So give it to me. Am I overreacting? Sorry to those non-gamers. I may not be able to make a complete sense of this post.
What are you overreacting about?
Of him
getting
being
mad
I'm
about
guessing
him
it's like
Being
those
in her way.
like, and I remember in Fortnite when they introduced Ariana Grande, it was like a big event, and she would her character would come down and do her little performance.
Oh.
And then you can walk around and watch. Is what I'm thinking.
Oh, okay. Kind of like when you're spectating
Yeah.
something, like when you're not in the actual game yet, you're kind of just out there
Yeah,
running
that's
around.
what I'm
and you can see
thinking
stuff.
of what they're talking about, because that's what it was when they introduced Ariana Grande into the game.
And so she was asking if she
Oh.
was overreacting.
Because he was all up in her grill and blocking her
And she
view.
couldn't see.
But that was her fault, though.
But she didn't know that you can zoom out.
Zoom out and see the whole
So
thing
everywhere
until
she
later.
would move, I'm pretty sure he would like move.
And then
to get in
also,
front
he
of
didn't
her.
know about the button, which means that he was purposely getting her pissed.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I would say no, because if he's like that in real life, ugh.
Yeah. She's
In
not
person.
overreacting. Because
Yeah.
it's like,
You're not overreacting. You're just tired of his shit.
Which
Yeah.
is a good thing that they're no longer
Yeah.
together. Yeah.
together. But I don't know.
I would have just left and then came back in.
I don't know. I don't play Fortnite, so.
I don't know if that's how it works, but I'm pretty sure if it was like a big event like that, I'm pretty sure you can leave and probably come back in,
I don't
spawn
know.
somewhere else. I'm pretty sure to watch it. I don't know. I haven't played Fortnite in a while.
I don't know either.
That's a Liam question.
Yeah, I don't know.
You got one more for us?
But yeah, no.
I'm trying to find a good one. Like the one with the Bill Baldur's Gay. I'm pretty sure she loved that one.
The Baldur's
The
Gate
Baldur's
one.
Gay one.
Hard to top that one.
Yeah, because you only can take, again, you can only take 3 characters with you. So imagine going through each and every one, throwing it off, and then having to go back to camp, collect the other 3.
Oh my god. So can you like not move around on your own? You still have to roll dices?
You can when you're not in battle, so you can like run around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So it's
the
only
map.
in battle that you roll dices?
Or like if you're in a conversation.
Oh.
Yeah, if you're in a conversation with someone, you'll roll. Anything that doesn't involve just walking around.
Yeah, you'll
Oh.
have to roll the dice.
Like if you talk to the clerk at a shop and you want to buy some things, depending on what it is, you might have to roll something.
Oh.
Like if you're trying to, be sneaky and steal their stuff,
Yeah.
Okay.
which we did all the time.
Yeah, we kept getting in trouble. We got thrown in jail.
I think at one point, one of you guys, I think it was Molly, that got thrown in jail. She was just like, I just broke out, guys.
I didn't even intend to like break out. I just was exploring, and then I came out, and I'm like, oh, I'm out.
And then it all depends on like who you make as like the enemy kind of thing, because the story will change
Oh.
kind of thing. So yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like too much work. That's why I play my farming games.
It's just fun when you want to be a menace to people. That's all. Because I think the first time we played it as like good guys, and then the second time that we were playing it, we tried to just be our own person and not really have a side.
Mm-hmm.
And so one part of the game is when you are stuck between either helping, is it the tieflings? Is that what they are?
Mm-hmm.
Which are people who can like transform into like animals.
Oh, okay.
And then it's either helping them or helping like the goblins
Oh.
kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think the first time we did it correctly, and we helped
The beastmen.
the beast people. And then the second time we were doing it, we had to kill everybody.
Oh.
And we're like, and me and Anna, is it me and Anna? I don't know if it was me and Anna, but I was like, we killed everybody.
No, we even killed the children. And then Matthew had to go, you didn't care when there was goblin children. And I was like, when did I kill goblin children? And then he said, you killed them at this point, without spoiling. And I was like, I forgot.
Good Lord.
And I'm just like, oh my God. And then like there's a character named Halson that Anna loves.
Oh my God,
Daddy
yes.
Halson's what Anna calls him.
Yes, I call him Zaddy Halson because you'll like him too. He's big and he loves animals.
Yeah, big loves
Aw.
animals, very, very sweet. He turns into a big, gigantic bear.
Yeah, he
Aw.
does.
So you want him like on your team because he's like the well, not really the manpower, but he does a lot of damage, on your team. And so when we played the bad guy side, we were like, "Where's Halson?" We never ran into him. Turns out we killed him in battle
Oh.
not really on accident, but we didn't know he was in battle until we were
Oh.
collecting people's stuff
Off their dead bodies.
off their dead bodies. And they'd be like, Halson's shoes, Halson's so-and-so, Halson's something. And I'm
my
like,
God.
oh,
I was like, kill them! Zaddy Halson, I'm sorry. But yeah, you'll like his character. He's known as a very sweet, big bear, guy, and he loves animals.
Oh. Yeah.
And his
pretty
voice
funny.
is very low.
And Matthew was just like, you gotta do it for the plot. Do it for the
And
plot.
I'm like, no.
I'm like, no, the children.
I kept saying, we're murderers. And he was like, shut up, guys.
It's just a game.
No, he was just like, you didn't care when there was goblins. And I'm like, but we know about the tieflings, that's why.
Yeah. It's like, oh my God,
I
we
got
killed
one last
everybody.
one. I got it. I
Okay,
found it.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay.
Am I overreacting by not letting this go? Okay. So my birthday was June 20th. A few days ago before my birthday, my brother and sister were fighting. And my mom said to let them fight it out. Fast forward to the day before my birthday. We stayed up until 12 a.m. My mom gave me my gifts, and then my siblings came to see what I got. They got into a fight, face hitting, hair pulling. My mom let them fight it out, and I was by the door watching. When it was over, my sister told my brother to leave, and then he replied, "You go." And then I just walked out and laid down. After that, I woke up and did a regular stuff, usually on anyone's birthday. We sit in front. We sit in the front since I'm the youngest. I rarely do sit in the front, but I did. My siblings sat in the back, and we went to the usual stores, Walmart, etc. Then Frozen Monkey. I'm guessing a frozen dessert place. After that, we went home and took a break, even though I told my mom I wanted to do nothing. I settled on walking the dog since we can't walk the dog after the leash incident. So we got the dog into the car and we went to the gas station, but they let you have free water if you bring your own cup. Only my mom brought hers, so she went inside, leaving me and my siblings in the car. My brother called my sister the B word, and they started fighting again, making the car shake. They wouldn't stop, so people started staring and told them to stop. Eventually, I had to get out of the car and try to stop them. Then my mom came out and pulled my brother off. After that, I had to sit in the back. Instead of going home, she took us on base, telling us where she used to live, etc. Just making a trip down memory lane. Then arguing happened on the way home. My brother got dropped off at my grandpa's, and then we went out to eat. After that, we went home and sang happy birthday. Throughout the day, my brother never said happy birthday. Ever since then, during an argument with one of them, I brought it. Okay, wait, that doesn't make sense.
Brought what?
I don't know. Okay, so that doesn't make sense.
Read that part again.
Said, throughout the whole day, my brother never said happy birthday. Ever since then, during an argument with one of them, I brought it. Oh, that didn't make sense.
You brought it up?
I don't know. It's a locked post, so
Okay.
I don't know what that
Keep
means.
going.
That's it.
That was it.
Oh.
I'm guessing maybe brought it up. I'm guessing.
That he didn't say happy birthday?
Probably.
Or that, like, it's her birthday, I guess. I don't know. And he never said anything, even if she
This
brought it
person
up.
sounds really young.
That's what it sounded like.
There's no age.
No, Reddit's
Sounds
not like that.
So-
Really, well, I'm just saying sometimes they say how old they are. They must sound really young.
Okay, so did she overreact because he didn't say happy birthday to her?
I'm guessing, yeah.
I don't know. The post, like Molly said, it's locked, so I guess maybe you can't get the rest of the story.
From what it said was new comments would not be posted onto it because it was
Maybe they
locked.
took it out.
Oh.
Oh, well, that one didn't really make sense then, because we don't know how she overreacted
Well,
and over
with-
what.
What little information that we had,
Dang, I thought it was gonna be a good one, but I guess it didn't.
I guess.
First of all, I wouldn't say, even if it was locked or not, I would not say that you overreacted because it was your birthday. And for two, you sound really young, and so that's your mama. Your mama should have took care of that situation.
And not
Yeah.
just let them fight it
Yeah.
out, kind of thing.
So if you overreacted because of how, like, overstimulated and how your brother and sister were acting,
It
I
took the
don't-
focus off of you,
Yeah.
your special day.
And
Yeah.
what did she say? She's the youngest too, right?
Yeah, she's the
Yeah,
youngest.
the
So
youngest.
then they should know better.
yeah.
The other ones, yeah. So no.
So if whatever overstimulation caused you to
Overreact?
I don't think
No.
you are overreacting.
Yeah, I'm sorry. As a mom, there are
So-
there are times where you do let them fight her out, and then
Couch,
other
yeah,
times
couch, yeah.
where you're like,
Yeah.
It's your sister's birthday or your sibling's birthday. Y'all better act up.
yeah,
Not
Act
even.
up
I'm like,
or
you
act
all
right,
have to
right.
stay home.
yeah. I mean, like, you two stay home. Bye.
Yeah, you're ruining this.
Yeah, it's like it. It kind of reminds me of that TikTok of that mother
Who lets her kids blow
well,
out the
birthday kids candle all the time, and I'm just like,
Uh-uh.
no.
This was in the video where I think the birthday girl's older sister had to go to the other girl so she
Yeah.
didn't blow the candle out. And that girl got so upset. And I was like, well, it wasn't your birthday, girl.
It's like, who are your parents, man? They should teach you better. It is not your day. It is so and so's birthday.
And isn't it like, yeah, they're a little kid and they don't know any better, because that's what a lot of people argued. But it's kind of like, no, well, it's also what the parents showed them, like what you should do, what you shouldn't do.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think
Go ahead.
our nephew was kind of like that too.
Yes.
For a while until we told him like it's it's not your birthday, it's their birthday.
Yeah, it's not nice and stuff like that.
And then he kind of got the hang of it.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. Yes, they're little and they don't know any better, but that's why you're the adult.
You teach them.
them better. You know, who else is going to teach them? So
And then for her siblings to be that old, to be fighting like that, no.
dude, and plus it's kind of like, how do you have the energy to fight all the time?
Trauma. Just kidding. I don't know.
Again,
I mean, it could be, yes, but still.
because their mom doesn't do anything, obviously. Just let them fight it out. Nah, man.
No, there are times where
No.
you like need to tell them to shut the F up. And be
Unless it's like
"Stop."
they do it so constantly to where like the mom is just like,
Zones them out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
because
know
the mom
what?
had to pull them off of each other, right?
when she
they're
came out of
fighting.
out of the gas station
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that must have been really bad, especially for the car to be shaking. I just know that if it was Liz's birthday, she'll be like, "I'm walking home." I
not
would
even there
not
at the
have
gas,
stayed in the car. I
Yeah,
would have
like,
walked
I would've
home.
at the
Love-
gas station. She'd be like, safe place. And I'm like, I like to go safe place, please.
My God, that's so messed up.
Because the child got out of the car and just kind of stood there
and
and watched the
them.
car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But I don't know. Well, yeah, that ends my episode. I'm pretty sure the Baldur's Gate was probably the best story.
That's pretty good.
But man, I would have been pissed too. 'Cause
on which side?
both sides, because
It's understandable.
But then again, I didn't really care for my weapons. And
I care for my
stuff.
potions
The potions, yeah, I cared about, but
and my scrolls.
the weapons and everything, yeah, the expensive scrolls,
Yes.
those, yes. But then like what armor and stuff, I didn't really care for.
Me and
honestly.
Liz are in our teleportation arrows.
Oh, yeah, those are expensive. It's hard to find money in that game.
Yeah,
You
so
have
one
to steal off of dead bodies or sell stuff.
sell stuff.
Oh my god!
So I had a lot of money, so because I stole. Every time we like scurried around,
Yeah.
took money.
Yeah.
And plus,
and I
Molly
sold
was one
stuff.
of those beast people, and so she didn't really need any armor or
Yeah, I
like,
didn't really care
Oh.
for that. So
yeah, weapons.
We needed armor.
I was just a mage. Yeah. I was gonna die.
they
okay?
needed like mana, and they needed health
needed
and
a
all
good
that.
staff.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
But yeah, well, hopefully these stories were pretty good. Some of them were. I think there was some stories that Smosh talked about too about the gaming stuff, and I was just like, ooh, Melissa and Anna would be enraged as well with those stories. But I had to go look it up again to see if I could find them again. But yeah, that ends my episode, and you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye.
Bye.